So we're back.
We're back.
We're doing a lot of DC. We're doing a lot of DC stuff.
We like to represent for DC. Try to stay out here. I still buy their products.
Well, I'm starting to become more an Artist Alley kind of guy.
Well, these are awesome. They really are.
But this is what, our third set to review now, or is it fourth?
Third
or fourth?
Third or fourth. Well, I think the thing about DC that most people don't remember is that though you get the multiverse figures at your big box stores, your Walmarts, your Targets, your Five and Belows, DC, yeah, exactly.
We've been nailing those.
Your DC Collectibles is a brand within itself, but you're not seeing it unless you're going to a local comic book shop or a toy store, and so most people don't even know that there are, DC, it's not Icons anymore. Now I'm blanking. I can't even believe the...
For the figures?
Yeah, the newest ones.
I think they're just collectibles.
No.
Well, I'll put it up at the bottom.
Shame.
Fix it in post.
Shame. I'm shaming myself. But these are really cool, and to be honest, just the fact that they give a shout out to their artist and give them something... And if you if this is your one of your favorite artists, you gotta have these.
Well, I was watching another one of their live streams today. I'm notified this is great, and I like watching them. And their whole point of these is to give you that feel when you go into a comic book show or con, and you walk through Artist Alley and you see artists do your favorite characters in their style. And I know several artists who do that all the time. I'll give shout outs to Scott Derby, which is Naked Derby, and Dave Perillo, who's Monty Gog, and then Strong Stuff, who is Tom Whalen. And I love looking at their artwork because I know I instantly can recognize who the character is or what the property is, and then I just love it, and I have to have it like a piece of their artwork. And then I'd never even heard of this guy. Now, his name is very hard to pronounce, so we're just going to go with Nooligan, because that's his moniker, and that's what he goes under. And I watched the live stream of these, contacted DC, and I said, I would love to see these.
Yeah, these are
finished.
awesome, yeah.
And they sent us the Harley Quinn and the Joker, black and white. Now, they have these in full color.
Yeah, they do.
They also have Batman, and they have Nightwing.
Oh, okay.
And
I haven't seen
Nightwing...
Nightwing.
Yeah, Nightwing is actually going to be an exclusive at the Designer Con, which is a new thing. So you can get limited to so many amount, but they did something really cool with these for Halloween. They did Day of the Dead versions.
Oh, that's awesome.
So not only do you get the regular, you get the black and white, you get the Day of the Dead. Now you have to hunt down this like black and gold, like that one Chris Aminga Batman that you had. So you get them in different styles. So apparently there is a Christmas version of not these, I don't think, but of the next ones that are coming out. It's like Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, Catwoman, and they're doing them in red, white, and green.
Oh, that's cool. So they're really strong, and if originally I would have kept them in the box, but after we've been opening them, I've been leaving them out and displayed, and I think
obviously
they have a really cool vibe to them.
It's a different kind of feel. Like you can have an action figure, but this is a step up, especially in the price point. We're looking in more in the $60 to $70 range. But I think you're getting more of a piece of art.
Yeah.
So it's not like I got
exactly
a toy.
What it is, yeah.
You've got more like art on display. And
Agreed.
for some people, not us, because our wives understand this thing that we're into. Thankfully, our wives are into this thing as well. This is a little bit more appreciated for the non-fan who has to put up with the fan. So this is something you can put out and you're like, well, I spent $60. It's really nice. Look at this artwork. It's a Harley Quinn and the Joker. I got two together.
Well, it's certainly a conversation piece. You know what I mean?
It is.
If you have these out, because the majority of people, they know Joker, they know Harley now.
Exactly.
Right? And so if they're going to come in, they're going to see it in a style that they haven't. Somebody's going to talk to you about it. And that's the funniest thing about when you have somebody that has no idea that you're into this thing.
Right. It's kind of scary.
And then they show up at your house. It's one of two things. Either they're just shocked and don't know what to say, or they're overly interested and they ask you a million questions because deep down everybody's a kid and they like this. So
easy. So let's
hold on before we jump into this. We wanted to point out. So These are what are the new Nooligan boxes.
Yeah,
So
we've had these for a little bit. This is our first chance we've actually had to review them.
There is a little bit of a difference between the other boxes, and I don't know if it's just for these ones, but the other boxes have kind of the open picture window up front, and then have this insert, which of course I haven't broken because I can't do that.
That's the artwork with the signature on it and things.
And then there's a blank behind there that you can have signed by the artist.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
And so...
And you get these extra sketches and things over here on the side, and there's, you know, now we do have that on the Nooligans. We do have these here. We do have artwork here on the sides, and then we do have full color. We have the black and white, and then what the color ones look like on the end, and we'll put it up. I'll spin it so you guys can see it.
So my big question is do you think you're going to get the artist card on the inside?
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
So immediately, I'm going to rip the box.
Yeah.
So immediately, it's a very different box.
Oh, I like this. This stuff's small and silly, but I really like it. The branding right on the inside.
Oh yeah. Never miss a chance to put
when
the
you're
branding.
opening it.
Okay, so we got Harley out.
They've got that little
And
corner.
there's your answer.
There you go.
So we do get the nice little artist proof with the artwork, and
oh man, that's awesome.
I knew you were gonna like it.
That's awesome.
So these are.
Look, there's even the whole thing itself is actually an insert, so you could pull that out if you just needed that, like for pictures, backlight display.
Yeah. So we do have the artwork here, which is I'm glad they did that. It seems to be their thing. I wonder why they don't have the window box. Now, I would normally say maybe because we got the variants and they're different, but we have the Aminga Zombies ones.
It might be that these are more limited edition, and the truth of the matter is that little picture window, as cool as it is, this isn't cheap. You know, it's an expensive thing. So I think DC's probably saying, hey, listen, we're not selling 1 million of these.
Right.
So if we're gonna do it, we want to make sure that you get what you want, but cut it back a little bit. Which at the end of the day, I can live without it. And it also kind of forces you into opening these. If can you display the box? Of course.
Oh, wow. I was gonna say we should have some clippers.
Hold on. Whew. I almost had a little.
That's gonna be fun when I play that in slow motion 3 times.
Alright, you're gonna.
I blame Ethan.
Oh, it's definitely Ethan's fault.
Now, did you notice this one has the little cards?
Yeah, I did.
So we're gonna spin this, but the cards are inserted here and they're taped over. So I love the thing I really like about Nooligan's work is he loves to put Converse sneakers or Chuck Taylors or whatever you want to call them, whatever name they go by.
Yeah.
PF Flyers. Sandlot reference.
Nice.
You like that?
Well played.
Well, yeah, it's a Fox movie though. He likes to put those on his characters because those. I saw him in an interview and he said those were his favorite shoes. So he thought he'd put them in. And I'm just trying to break it.
So we got please remove wires before taking.
Well, yeah, you don't want to force it out.
Well, I think I would have bet that on the other ones. Yeah. Okay. So check that out. So it's please remove wires from the figure before taking out of the blister. Grab hold of the back of the base and pull straight out.
That's what we did. That's what I did.
So, and I'm gonna assume because if you pull up like one of these guys, okay?
Yeah.
So this is the Chris Aminga version of Batman. But look how thick his center is.
And these guys are very thin.
At this, there is the chance that you damage it. So, okay, very cool. You're gonna you want to get the cards out or leave the card?
You know what?
Leave the cards.
Leave the cards in.
Wow.
I mean, we're going to spin them, so we might as well just pick it up and talk about it.
Yeah.
The teeth, just the whole outfit. Like, we have textures inside the Joker's coat. I mean, he's got little checkerboard, like, collar. He's got a tie. We even have buds on the flower. We've got, patterns. Oh, look, even his elbow pads.
No, there's a lot of detail in these that are really awesome. His hairstyle is cool for the Joker.
he's in his hair alone. We've got extra white lines.
He's got the checkered shirt underneath, and then it hits it in the back.
I was so close to pre-ordering the colored Batman. Now I feel like I might have to just, because I figured he would go in the center.
Mm-hmm.
I figured I might have to go with the black and white Batman. But he's actually, I think, harder to get than most.
Yeah. I kind of, because I've got so many other Batmans, Batflex. I think that this is the way to go for this one.
Just keep these two.
Keep these two.
Mix it up.
A little mad love happening
this
here.
This is your thing.
Yeah.
When you like it and you get two, you gotta go get the third one. So I feel like I don't really want the Robin. So no, maybe not.
Yeah,
I don't really want the Robin. I'm not a Robin Nightwing. It's more Nightwing. I'm not a Robin Nightwing kind of guy. No, but
just the disco Nightwing.
See, when these first premiered at Comic-Con, I think it was 2 years ago, and when I saw that Batman, and Jarrett of all people sent me that picture, I was like, oh, that's the cover of all the DC collectible photos he took, and I was like, that has to be the one that I have to have, because he has pulled up socks, white striped socks with Converse sneakers and stuff. It's just something about Nooligan's look. I'd love to see some of his regular artwork and see what he does with things. It'd be fun. I mean, not taking any away from DC, but a Banksy Batman.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, you know what they would sell for? Dear Mike, I don't mean a real one. I mean a mass-produced one. But when you look at these, you want this as spray painted art on the side of a wall. It's just fantastic. Here, Trey, let me check out.
These are really sharp,
and it's neat to see. Please forgive us. We have a lot of.
When you spin this, and you guys can't see this from here, but look at the depth in the jaw and the face, and the tongue is receding into the mouth.
Yep.
That's really cool.
And it's neat to see Harley not in the red outfit, the red and black. So here we have her in white. She's doing the Babe Ruth pose. Home run, here it comes. Just fantastic. I mean, it's such a
sharp.
I mean, they've even got it down to her shoes are different too. I mean, the one white, one black.
Shout out to DC Collectibles. I love
this
all
is
the
the
product.
stuff that I love about them. Like I don't have a single Mattel DC multiverse figure. No.
Well, the problem is,
and it's what it is I just don't care for the figure, the artwork in the figure. It's just not grabbing me. But I look at this, and these have been sitting on my desk for like a month now, and I hadn't had a chance to open them up. Didn't even notice the window box wasn't even there. You think I would have noticed that the first day?
Think about it
These
this way.
are amazing.
This is the way I kind of look at it. So DC Multiverse is the Warner Brothers brand, and DC Collectibles is the DC Comic brand. And we all know how people feel about the current DCEU, right? And
the movies.
The movies.
Yeah, I would love to have Arrow and Flash versions of these guys done by Nooligan.
But then DC Comics is out here, and they're doing a great job. I mean, the statues are great, the figures are great. The Doomsday Clock stuff that they did this year is really, really awesome.
It's really good, and that hits the audience that wants it. And I think that's the important thing to realize about DC Collectibles is when they release their figures, release their statues, that niche audience that's going to go out, put that on display, buy two figures, one to open, one on display. The mass market producing of DC Mattel isn't going to have that same quality, so they're not going to, because they're going to mass produce it. They're not going to take their time and make something that the fans really want. They're going to make something that grandma can buy for the kid who liked the movie and give it to him on his birthday or Christmas.
Well,
or Hanukkah.
DC Collectibles is a smaller company, but when we did our whole video on our kind of Hasbro toy debacle, with the the figures that came in damaged, but what I can tell you is, you have a problem with a multiverse figure, they're not going to do anything about it. You have a problem with a Black Series or a Legend, nothing's going to happen. DC Comics, again, to what we talked about, is they care about their audience. They're selling to the collector. So, for instance, we've got the big Batcave sitting right behind us.
Yeah.
All of those Batcaves came with defective sticker sheets. So,
really?
Every single one. And so they issued new sticker sheets to every company that bought them, and you were able to go in and they'd give you a sticker sheet. so you could get the right sticker that worked for your product. And you're never going to get that from Hasbro. You're never going to get that from Mattel. But, and I mean, listen, it's a sticker sheet. I'm not saying that they're replacing the whole thing, but the time that goes into tracking down every order, how many, getting them out, and redistributing them on their dime. And funny enough, shout out to Luke and Cades, who I get a majority of my DC Collectibles stuff from. He's so good that I didn't even reach out to him about it. He said, hey, I'm pretty sure you bought this, right?
Yeah.
I got one for you. And the next time I was down, he slipped me a sticker sheet, you know?
Well, that's customer service, and that's ensuring your brand will go on because you care enough about your customers who are buying something. And clearly we're seeing some amazing quality here, not only just in the sculpt, but, you know, the box, everything. I mean, this is you're giving this to somebody for Christmas, Hanukkah, birthday.
Yeah.
You're really going, whoa, dude. Like, you've taken it up a notch. I mean, it's hard to come back. Well, you know, you can't buy them a DC Multiverse figure for their birthday if you gave them this for Christmas. It's just not going to work.
We did the Warner Brothers Foco bobbleheads.
Yes.
And we talked about who are you going to give that to as a present, right?
Yeah.
And so I think you give one out. Somebody's going to take it out. They're going to really enjoy it. They're going to put it on their desk, right? You give this to someone, or just one of them.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that they're going to instantly be like, oh, now I need Harley. Now I need this one.
They're going to get the others.
They're too good to just say, I'm just going to get one. And then again, if you didn't know that there is this whole other brand out there because you're not seeing it in the stores, you know, you can go down the slippery slope that I'm in, just all DC all day.
And last thing, I would give these as like a bachelor gift.
Yeah.
Like as a groomsman gift. You know, it's like, say, hey, you know, because I got something similar in the last wedding I was in. I got a Gentle Giant Luke Skywalker. A little bit more on the pricier side, but this right here, you give out like a whole squad of Jokers to your boys or something like that, or the Batman, or maybe one for, you know, one likes Joker, one likes Batman, one likes Nightwing. You know, I think that has a story to it, and it immediately grabs somebody's eye.
Well, I mean, this is a lot better than like the third, you know, monogrammed flask that I have from being in a wedding party. Like at this point, I just have
pocket knife,
a drawer. Oh yeah, I have those.
Yeah, or the you know, one of those little money clip.
Yeah, money clip.
Money clip.
Actually, though, I do have to say, for my cousin's wedding, he gave me Ghostbuster cufflinks.
That's nice.
And those are very cool.
Yeah,
that's one of my best best man gifts.
Can't recommend them enough.
Very cool. DC Collectibles, as always, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Guys, if you're into this, go out and buy them. Have a good one.
Please like and subscribe to our page. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You're here, and Twitter. You gotta say the Twitter one. We're trying to do Twitch. I don't understand it.
No, it's too much.
It's too much.
Too much. But Twitter definitely, because we're working on that too.
Yeah. Thank you, DC.
Thanks, guys.